All right, all right, all right. Says we are live. Let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early, smash the like button as you come on in. I'll say smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video and spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you did. Y'all go ahead and come on in the building, man. Let's see what we got going on out here. See what we got going on out here. Scroll up, see what we got. The homie Insane in the building. Avery Vice. Uh, Jalen Hudson. Let me see. Mr. Brave, D Fresh 94, Escobar, I Am Waffles, Felix Nunez, Southwest Dice in the building, Benjamin, what it do? Robert Singleton, Black Attack, what's happening with it? It's Principalities, AB in the building, Escalero Gustavo, Terrell Colwell, Kevin Hill is in the building. Yes, sir. Happy Friday, fam. Keon, True Story, what it do? Hotep Shalom, King Strick, HC Boxing, Mr. J-Dub 20 Texas, Kevin Hill, Bo Deasy, K Mac, Captain America. Let me see here. Dale Reeve, Slip the Jab, Powerhouse Watson, Justin Cash, my brother Joe Townsend coming through, standing on LDBC business, representing that old Hillside Bourbon Company. Make sure you support black business. Make sure you go get you a couple of bottles or a case of that old Hillside Bourbon. Go ahead and check it out, man. Got Justin Jacobs, Dinkin Dollars, the lovely sister Shaquilla Fields is in the building. 88 Sports Talk, Coach White. Y'all must have forgot Young Mustafa in the building. MJ Total Health and Wellness in Richmond. St. Louis Mix. Texas Red. No Smoke Television. The homie D-Man Jr. Craig. Jelly Bean. The homie Rod Neal. Freedom's March is in the building. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and cook, man. Y'all smash the like button, share the video, all that stuff. Tweak the algorithm, why don't you? So let's talk about it, man. Hey, man, look. I don't know who's going to win this fight between Regis and Conor Benn. On paper, you would have to favor Conor Benn because he's the bigger fighter. But one thing that this did expose, with Conor Benn coming in looking like Skeletor at the weigh-in, right? First of all, Conor Benn is ranked as a welterweight when he hasn't fought in welterweight in years. I repeat, Conor Benn is ranked as the mandatory for Ryan Garcia's WBC title, and he hasn't fought at welterweight in years. So it just goes to show you how corrupt boxing is and how corrupt Suleiman is. You know what I'm saying? So now, what's up with the Supreme Beast, Cadillac Red? So now, let me put the other one up here. So now, this is how Conor Benn was looking at the official weigh-in. You know what I'm saying? I know he's gonna look probably better when they have the other weigh-in in a little while after he rehydrated a little bit. But this is how weight drained he is. Now this man Conor Benn then came in and been fighting at 160 pounds, all right, 154 pounds. And he talking about he can make 147, and he comes in to fight Regis, a career-long 140-pound fighter. He finna fight Regis at a catch weight of 150. Why did you just fight him at 147? I don't understand. Conor Benn is a weight bully. And for him to be at the press conference talking about finally I get to fight somebody my size, bro, stop the cap. Cut it out. He's trying to put this fake narrative out here that he fighting somebody his size. No, you fighting somebody that you're way bigger than. This man got no more water in his system, that got no more fat to lose on his body, and he only can get down to 149. He talking about he a welterweight. Robert Singleton is in the super chat with that 5-piece. Much love and much appreciation, fam. He says, hey, General, I just saw Conor Benn. He magically gained 35 pounds of muscle after he just ate an omelet after the weigh-in. Regis better be careful. Hey man, don't surprise me. Don't surprise. I told y'all how that weight manipulation work, man. You can drain the water out of your system, and you know what I'm saying. And if you ain't got no carbohydrates and no salt, nothing to hold on to fluid, you could come in at 149. You come in at 149, and then you mess around and eat you some pizza, some spaghetti with some salt in it and some garlic bread and whatnot, and drink you a gallon of water, my friend, you are going to be 25 pounds heavier. I don't care who you is. I've seen wrestlers do it all through high school. I seen my homies, those wrestlers, do it all the time. So I get irritated when people are like, no, you can't do that. No, that's not what. Yes, it does, bro. Yes, easily. 25 pounds, or if he put on 35 pounds, it don't shock me at all, because that's how big he really is. My brother, Apocalypse X-Man 2 what it do? Stormy B and the Sensei, salute. Bro said he said I'm a bodybuilder. I do it to make weights. That's what I'm saying. See, people, So I be like, people be trying to come over here. You can't do that. No, it's not real, man. No, it's not. No, it's not, man. Carbs only have only carries a little bit of water. Like, shut up, bro. You don't know what you're talking about, man. But anyway, so Conor Benn is weight bullying Regis. Now listen, Conor Benn is going to beat the mess out of Regis, but I want an upset. I want Regis to shock the world. I want Regis Prograis. And I know Regis is going to lose just because I'm rooting for him. But I want Regis to shock the world. I want Regis to hit this boy with something that he don't see coming and get him up out of here. Right? Conor Benn, to me, is a hype job. He is. Yes, he's strong, for sure. He's very strong. He can punch. You know what I'm saying? Either if you weight bullying people or not, he can definitely punch. He put all his weight behind his punches, but he's open for some nasty counters. So Regis got to be willing to mix it up. He got to be willing to go out there and do his thing with this cat. Now, another thing. Let's talk about this $15 million, because there's been a lot said about Conor Benn and this $15 million to sign with Zuffa. Remember, Conor Benn was Eddie Hearn's boy. You know what I'm saying? He was signed to Matchroom and Eddie Hearn, right? And Conor Benn decided, hey, man, well, I guess he hadn't re-signed with Matchroom, so he was technically a free agent. But he said, hey, man, he went over there to Zuffa, made him an offer he couldn't refuse, he says. Now, it was reported a $15 million offer to fight this guy, fight Regis, like a one fight, right? And then depending on how things go, he can, sign for a longer term. That's what they reporting. I don't know how true that is. All the details are not out, right? It's different people got different stories about what's going on. But what Conor Benn said at the press conference is, he said, with this deal, I have secured my legacy, my family's financial legacy. He says, I have secured my children's children college fund. That's what he said. He said his children's children will be in private school because of this deal. He said my obligation is to take care of my family. He says he said I still got love for Eddie. There's no beef, but Eddie has to understand. He said he's willing to sit down and talk to Eddie about this. He said, but Eddie has to understand that I had to do what was best for my family. And he said in another interview, he said, look, man, if this is just a couple million over, then me and Eddie could have talked. So he said, so whatever deal they gave him, we just gonna assume it's $15 million. It had to be way more than what Eddie was giving him. If he's saying he claims he would have stayed with Eddie if Dana would just offer him a couple million more. So it had to be. So Dana White wanted to stick it to Eddie so bad that he gave Conor Benn a ridiculous amount of money. And what has happened, the consequences of Dana White given Conor Benn all this reported money, UFC fighters are losing their mind. UFC fighters are pissed. Oh yes, they are. I'm seeing UFC fighters popping up every day. Somebody sending me something, guys I ain't never even heard of. UFC fighters complaining about Dana White. Man, we did all this work in the UFC. Man, we've been fighting to get more money, and we built the UFC up. And now you go over to boxing, and you paying these guys record amounts of money, right? And they wasn't selling. You know, what I'm saying they like who was Conor Benn? Because like one of the UFC fighters was like, man, who was Conor Benn? I never heard of this guy. You know what I'm saying? No, he's not a boxing fan like that. But it's a fair question. We know Conor Benn is big in the UK. Conor Benn has not proven to be a superstar, a worldwide star. He ain't never sold out no arenas in America, nowhere else. He's big in the UK due to his father and his family name, right? But he has been coddled and protected and maneuvered and moved in the right position to make him look better than what he actually is, Conor Benn. See what I'm saying? But regardless, Conor did what he said he did what was best for his family. So he said he wasn't trying to be disloyal to Eddie. He wasn't trying to, he ain't got no beef with Eddie. He said it's just, he did what he had to do. Now, if that's what the real is, then hey, respect the Conor Benn. You know what I'm saying? You do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? But I do think he owed Eddie Hearn a conversation, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's business, but you still, you and Eddie had a personal relationship beyond business. So you do owe that man a conversation. And it's tough. It's tough to talk to your friends about business, especially if you finna go your separate ways, if you need more money out of the business, a bigger split, whatever. It's tough to talk to people you rock with, your friends, about money and stuff like that. But that's why they say, it's hard. You shouldn't be mixing business with friendships because it can get very complicated, right? Especially if you're not a direct person, right? If you're not a person that they can say, hey, man, let's chop it up, man, about this. Let's look at these numbers, right? And let's look at the split, right? If you're not comfortable doing that, then you shouldn't be doing business with family or friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why Eddie Hearn is so upset anyway. Eddie gets into it with every promoter. I don't think Eddie gets along with any promoter. He talk crazy about everybody. He's disrespectful to everybody. So it is what it is, bro. Like people gonna try to put the F to you. You know what I'm saying? Turkey outshaked and finessed you. Turkey then used you. He used Frank Warren. He made y'all kiss and make up, and he got his hand up, one hand up Frank's behind, and one hand up your behind, and he making y'all do whatever he wants y'all to do, right? But you know why? It's for the love of money. You worship money. You love money, and Turkey got plenty of it. See what I'm saying? So if you love money, you gonna do. If you a 304, you gonna do exactly what Turkey wants you to do. See? Absolutely. You love money, and Turkey is his master, the master of money, I should say. So that's it. That's what it is. So now Turkey, then he got a new toy in Dana White. But Dana's smarter than y'all. Dana's not gonna let Turkey put his hand up his rectum. He ain't gonna do it. Dana's gonna use Turkey. See what I'm saying? And then Dana gonna finesse his way into something else. You'll see. At least that's what I think is gonna happen. Supreme B said Conor not big in the UK. They still selling tickets at $12 to try to sell their venue out. Oh wow. Yeah, see they pulling shenanigans, huh? 88 Sports Talk said Eddie been snaking people, so it's only right. Yeah, Eddie been snaking people, fam. Eddie has snaked everybody. All right. Eddie Hearn and got Joshua to sign a lifetime contract. Eddie Hearn got $1 billion. $1 billion from the zone. Because he lied to them about the AJ and AJ this big star. He's gonna bring AJ over and then AJ can fight Wilder 3 times on the zone, and he suckered old boy. You know what I'm saying? Old boy, what's his name? Skipper. He suckered him, and dude gave Eddie Hearn $1 billion. Eddie ain't did nothing with that money, but came out here and signed Jesse Vargas and what's the boy who came out with the blouse on? What's the brother name? With the blouse and the Cutlass Supreme, Demetrius Andrade. This is what Eddie Hearn did. You see what I'm saying? So Eddie did all that mess. He screwed over a lot of people. He screwed over Devin Haney. You see how Eddie do? When you sign to him, he praise you and talk good about you and how nobody can beat you. You're an unbeatable fighter. And then as soon as you go off to do something on your own, his true colors come out. Now he's talking bad about Devin. Now he's talking bad about Conor Benn, right? But these dudes been with you the whole time. Why do you have a problem with these guys being independent? Why do you take it personally when these guys go off and say, I'm going to do what's best for me? He got mad at Devin because Devin signed with Top Rank to get a shot at Undisputed. But Eddie Hearn himself admitted in an interview on YouTube, he admitted if Devin was with him, he would have told Devin not to agree to that deal for old boy to fight Kambosos because it wasn't a fair deal. But Devin took the deal anyway. Devin took the deal anyway for the opportunity to fight for Undisputed. Right? So with that, he became Undisputed, moved on to bigger and better things, and secured his legacy. All right. And after that, Eddie Hearn went on this, you know what I'm saying? Or Devin came to fight Regis. Regis was Eddie Hearn fighter. Devin whooped on Regis. And Eddie wanted Devin to sign with him, and Devin didn't. Devin didn't sign with him. Devin was still cool with Eddie. He still worked with him. He just wasn't signing no contract with him because he don't need you. Why would I sign with you directly when you're going to go get – all you're going to do is go to the plug, which is Turkey, and represent me and say, hey, we need this much money for a fight. But I'm already cool with Turkey. I'm already cool with the plug. I don't need you to do that. Why would I pay you? Me and you cool on the side. But why would I pay you 15, 20% to go talk to somebody that I got their phone number personally? That's ridiculous. Do you understand? That's like, okay, why would I pay the brother I Am Legend Boxing? Why would I pay him $200 to call Drew Titan for me and talk to Drew if I got Drew's number and I talk to Drew? That don't even make sense. And that's what happens when when Devin, met Turkey. So Devin and Bill got a direct line to the plug. They don't need Eddie Hearn no more. It's no disrespect to Eddie. It's just we don't need to pay you for that conversation no more. So Eddie has a problem. Eddie feels some type of way about that. Now let's talk about this fight, man. Tyson Fury this weekend will be fighting the boy. What's the big old that big joker name? I forgot his name. What's his name? The big old joker Tyson Fury from the fight. The Neanderthal looking dude. Like he fresh off Game of Thrones. It depends on what shape Tyson Fury's in. If Tyson Fury comes into this fight in shape, and he shows up like the old Tyson Fury, he gonna walk through this guy, no ifs, ands, buts about it, no problemo. However, if Tyson Fury comes up into here, Tyson Fury fighting on the same card. Makhmadov, yeah. Tyson Fury fighting on the same card as Conor Benn and Regis. I think Tyson Fury is the main event. So now, if Tyson Fury shows up as the Tyson Fury of old, and he fights his fight, he can walk through this guy with no problems, virtually no problems. If Tyson Fury comes up in here and he has, because Tyson Fury ain't the same anyway. You know what I'm saying? Them Wilder fights took a lot out of him, but So I don't know about his punch resistance and all that kind of stuff. But it's hard to tell with Tyson Fury. He's so wishy-washy. 1 minute he want to retire, next minute he coming back. Boxing need me. 1 minute he on yayo and all that stuff. Then he a Christian again and all that. Ain't no telling what's up with Tyson Fury. So it just depends on what Fury shows up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too big on Makhmadov, whatever dude name is. I'm not too big on him anyway. He can punch for sure. He a big old Neanderthal type dude. But I'm not too big on him. He ain't really no threat. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I got Tyson Fury beating him, but we'll see. And then you have Conor Benn versus Regis. Like I said, from a boxing skill set point, I think Regis is the better fighter. Regis is I think miles ahead of Conor Benn when it comes to skill set. However, Conor Benn has the equalizer when he's going to outweigh Regis by so much. He's huge. He's going to outweigh Regis, okay? And he punches harder than Regis. So all Regis can hope for is Regis is going to have to summon up the best night of his life. He's going to have a, you know what I'm saying? Regis is 37 years old, I believe. He's going to have to summon up the best fight of his life, take it back old school, go out there and box circles around Conor Benn. Conor Benn is going to try to press you, and every time you have to give Conor Benn something to respect you by. You got to let him know, like, nah, this ain't that. So you don't want to run from him, but at the same time, you don't want to get into no wrestling match with him either, because he's going to try to tire you out using his size and strength. Also, how will the weight cut affect Conor Benn? All right, how will this weight cut? Did he put the weight back on properly? Is he going to be weak? Is he going to be weight drained in the ring? All that's is yet to be seen. So, 78, what you think about how Conor cut the weight? You think he on the eggs? He might be. I don't put nothing past Conor Benn. Conor Benn already talking about fighting Ryan Garcia. He talking about fighting Ryan Garcia next, and he in line for Ryan and all that. And I would love to see Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia. Two juicies. Man, I'd love to watch that fight because I wouldn't care who won. I can sit back and just enjoy it. Ain't no politics, ain't no racial nothing. I can just sit back and be like, go ahead. Two cheaters. Make it happen. Beat the mess out of each other. Salute to the brother Escalero Gustavo in the super chat with that 10-piece. Much love, much appreciation, fam. Says, what you think about Africa signing to Zuffa? He did. I didn't even know he signed to Zuffa. What was it? Do you know what the deal was? The money? He probably gave him some chump change. I'm Legend Boxer say people act like it's no big deal. Fury was snorting yayo since he was he said since it wasn't a normal PD. People don't care. They don't care, man. But if you know what I'm saying, like I said, if Tyson Fury was American, if he was black, everybody be talking about it right now. They wouldn't let it. Every time he do an interview, somebody be bringing up the past and this and that. But you know what I'm saying, Tyson Fury got all this stuff on him. But when he do an interview, nobody asks him about Daniel Canahan. Nobody. You ever notice that? When the last time you've been watching a Tyson Fury interview, this man is banned from America for his relationship with a Irish mobster. But when he does an interview, not one person says, hey, Fury, what's going on with Daniel Canahan and this and that? Have you taken care of that stuff with the United States government? Nobody says nothing. But every time they see Deontay Wilder, they got to ask him about the costume. They got to ask him about mental health. Ask him about his ex-girlfriends and all the stupid stuff. Like, man, shut the hell up. Said Hitchison with Zuffa, he got fired at 147. Well, the funny thing is about Richardson Hitchens is I don't know how much money he got paid, but I heard it. Eddie Hearn was, but Eddie talked. He's the devil. But Eddie was saying how Richardson Hitchens is, pretty much an idiot. Said, he had Richard Hitchens with him, and Richard Hitchens was, demanding all this money and stuff, and he wasn't bringing the money in. And we know Richard Hitchens is a duck. The man just ducked. He been ducking too many people. He ducked Devin Haney. He clout chased him and then didn't fight him. Somebody come to 140, just ridiculous. Who else? Who he just ducked recently? The Dust Mike. He just ducked somebody. Was it Spanish dude? I'm having a brain fart. Who did Dust Mike duck just recently? Oh, it was a dude from Golden Boy. Yeah, Duarte. Yeah, Oscar Duarte. Yeah, he ducked Duarte. Yeah, Hitchens a sucker, bro. Anybody think about dude? He just be talking, fam. And that's the problem with boxing now. We got a whole bunch of people that like to talk and try to win the fights outside the ring, but they don't really want no smoke inside the ring. I got a problem with all them dudes, man. Straight busters. You know what I mean? You said Edward Berlanga signed with Zuffa too? Man, Dana White is being petty right now. He being petty. But hey, it is what it is. So this is what we know. Edward Berlanga has signed with Zuffa. Fine. Richard Hitchens signed with Zuffa. Fine. Conor Benn signed with Zuffa. Fine. Everybody who signed with Zuffa, I got no problem with. It's your life, your career. All I'm saying is this. I don't want to hear any fighter complaining about your rights being violated or they trying to make me do this and that, because nobody in the boxing media is really talking about Dana White and how he has came into boxing and changed the Ali Act. He got his friend, the President of the United States, to change and make alterations to the Muhammad Ali Act that was designed to protect fighters. He got them to change it so that he can come into boxing and do whatever he finna do. I don't know what he finna do yet, and we ain't gonna know. His true agenda ain't been revealed just yet. But I don't want to hear nothing from these fighters acting brand new like they didn't know. I don't want to hear nobody calling me, man. These fighters, man, they're not that educated, man. We gotta give them a pass. Nope, I'm not giving them nothing, because this should have been the biggest story in boxing. Should have been Dana White trying to change the Ali Act. That was everybody, all you so-called boxing journalists, right? All you dudes that went to school and you walk around with your cell phone and jump in people's faces, hi, talking about their shoes and Monica Lewinsky and all this stuff. This was your time to actually be a journalist. All you guys that came on here lying about Victor Conte and Vada and Devin Haney and all this whole night, this is your time to be a real journalist. You could have used this moment to say, hey, let me educate myself on what is the Ali Act. Let's read the Ali Act, right? Let's go through it line by line to figure out what is Dana White actually trying to change and how will that affect fighters. And then let's bring that to the boxing public and talk about it. I haven't heard no fighters talking about it. Not publicly. I haven't heard the boxing media talking about it. So I'm saying all this to say this. I do not want this to turn into another Victor Conte story. Meaning, 11, 12 years ago, when I was doing videos about Victor Conte, right? And how Victor Conte, the dope man, was now in boxing. And he had this snack program, right? And how he was working with the feds to catch drug cheats, right? Right? And I was like, man, all these fighters signing with him and stuff like this. I said, man, this is kind of wild. Like, Victor Conte was the dope man, and now he gets, and everybody ignored me. Nobody cared. Because at the time, Victor Conte had a bunch of Latino fighters. And everybody said, shut up, dude. Your channel sucks, man. Man, nobody cares about what you're talking about. Shut up, dude. Go eat some fried chicken, Black E. Now, 10 years later, Devin Haney and Terrence Crawford with Victor Conte, I got to come on here and listen to all these channels talking about Victor Conte and how dirty. Bro, that sent me into a rage, fam. Having to listen to you dudes pretend like y'all care about some journalism and news and the integrity of the sport when y'all have been ignoring effery for years. Main biker in the super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate the love, fam. He says Africa Hitchens and Edward Belanga signed to Zuffa. I'm gonna look that up and get some more details as to what's going on with that. What's up, BVO? I'm gonna get some more details and find out what's going on with it. What's up, beautiful brown sugar Tay Tay in the building? Yeah, I'm gonna figure out what's going on with the whole situation with that. But and I'll come back and do a video after I get more details about the them signing, what the money looking like, and what we gonna expect. All right. So so now Zuffa is gonna be having issues with the other sanctioning bodies, to my knowledge. It seemed like Zuffa and the sanctioning bodies gonna be beefing because Zuffa got their own belt, so they finna start taking people out of their rankings. It's finna get funny style. Finna get funny style out here in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. All the people who was making videos back in the day when Al Heyman and the PBC first came around and was giving us all these good championship pay-per-view fights, they was giving it to us on TV, right? And all these channels, all these races was making hella fire videos. Oh man, he's trying to take over boxing. He's trying to have a monopoly. Oh, I heard rumors they're trying to have the PBC belt. Yeah, they're trying to do this and they're trying to do that. Oh, Al Heyman is in violation of the Ali Act. He's acting as a promoter and a manager. He did that. Okay, where's all these people now with Dana White? You know why he's not talking about nothing? Because Dana White is a white man. That's all it is. Oh, you're racist. You're race baiting. Oh, you just yeah. But I'm right. You can say I'm race baiting. You can say whatever. But I'm right. Where's all the people complaining about Dana White? See, this is why it's great to be consistent. It's great to be steady. See, when you stay solid, you ain't got to worry about somebody catching you in a lie or none of that kind of stuff like that. You be consistent. Nasty work, man. We need 200 likes in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Get the likes all well. So my final prediction, I got Tyson Fury beating the big old caveman dude. And I got Tyson Fury beating him by decision. I got Conor Benn. I got Conor Benn stopping Regis, but I hope I'm wrong. I'm gonna try to jinx Conor Benn. I'm gonna try to jinx him by saying I think Conor Benn gonna stop Regis. But like I say, I hope I'm wrong. I want Regis to win this fight so bad because I can't stand no Conor Benn, man. I'm happy he got his money, secured the bag for his family. But yeah, what he doing, this little technique, and then where's all the people that was crying about Devin Haney was weight bullying Regis. And Devin was actually moving up and weight to fight Regis. Oh, Devin was so heavy. He's so heavy. Okay, after the Conor Benn and Regis fight, let's see if Mayweather Promotions, let's see if Leonard Ellaby is on the internet leaking out Conor Benn's weight. Let's see if that happens the way they did Devin Haney when they was all terrified of Devin Haney when he beat Regis. And they would say, oh no, keep that boy away from Tank. So I want to see the same energy that y'all have for Devin fighting Regis. Y'all need to have the same or more energy about Conor Benn. Sheldon say Regis is liable to whoop the brakes off. Man, if Regis beat him, bro, I'm telling you, man, I hope Regis beat this dude, bro. I swear, man. I hope, man, that would make my whole weekend if Regis upset this dude. If Regis beat this joker, man, I'm telling you right now, just Eddie Hearn gonna be cracking up laughing, but I'm going to be elated. You hear me? Just to see that this whole little scam that they pull and fall on his face. Yeah, being weight drained. Now I gotta see what the actual how they look at the actual weigh in, the ceremonial weigh in, I should say, because I know Conor Benn to put some weight, hellified weight back on. See, I got Fury in 10 and Ben in 8. Okay, you got Fury stopping him in 10. He might stop him. Hey, Cadillac Red, man, I forgot about the show we supposed to do, man. I still gotta watch a couple of the movies, man. So I'll let you know when I get done watching the movies. Me and Cadillac Red gonna be doing a show on the Predator series. Um, so I got it's a couple of the movies I gotta watch so I can get the timelines right and stuff like that. Stormy say the Canahan influence still reaches the UK. Absolutely, absolutely. He said Bade Smurf might have some magic for Gargamel. I hope he do. I hope he do. Y'all know Gargamel was one of them 24 karat people, don't you? Just take a good look at Gargamel. I ain't gonna say too much though. This is YouTube. Yeah, Gargamel was one of them 24 karat people. Leave them little Smurfs alone. Smurfs ain't bothering nobody. Smurfs was a Palestinian. Anyway, let me get up out of here though, y'all. Take care of some stuff, man. Talk to my daughter before she get up out of here. 78 Sports TV, salute to the mighty LDBC. Y'all smash that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm up out of here though. See y'all this weekend, man. Deuces.